All right, let's talk about a really critical security flaw that's been found in an email software used by like hundreds of thousands of businesses. And look, this isn't some minor bug we're talking about. This is basically a digital skeleton key that could give a hacker complete and total control. So, yeah, let's dive right in.
So let me ask you something, just straight up. Is your company's front door unlocked right now? I mean, it sounds crazy, right? But in the digital world, that's exactly what we're looking at here. We're talking about a flaw that lets an attacker just casually stroll right into your email server. No key, no breaking a window, absolutely nothing.
So just how serious are we talking? Well, that brings us to our first section, a perfect 10 threat. And trust me, that number 10 is everything when it comes to understanding the danger here. You know, we all kind of think of our business email as this safe, walled-off garden, right? It's where all the important stuff, the sensitive conversations actually happen. But this new vulnerability, it's officially tracked as CVE 2025-52691, that's just its formal name in the big security database. Well, it just completely shatters that sense of safety. And this is the number that really matters. In the world of cybersecurity, flaws get scored on a scale from 1 to 10. And this one? It gets a perfect 10.0. I mean, that's as bad as it can possibly get. It means maximum severity, super easy for an attacker to exploit, and the potential for the most damage imaginable. It's literally a perfect score for a hacker, and a perfect storm for any business.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Look at this quote from the official guidance, CISA. That's the US government's own cybersecurity agency. They don't just throw these alerts out for fun. When they use a word like immediately, they mean it. They mean drop what you're doing and fix this now. This is a 5-alarm fire, plain and simple.
Okay, so the technical term for this whole thing is remote code execution, or RCE. But let's just forget the jargon for a second. What it really means is that a hacker sitting anywhere on the planet can get total control of your server. No password needed. It's literally as if they've just pulled up a virtual chair and are sitting there typing on your machine.
All right, so a perfect 10 vulnerability, what does that actually look like in the real world? I mean, what can a hacker do with this kind of power? Well, let's open up the attacker's playbook and find out. So at its heart, this is what's called an arbitrary file upload vulnerability. Let me put it this way. Imagine instead of picking a lock, an attacker can just walk up to your server's front door and slip a malicious file through the mail slot. And that file is basically their own master key that unlocks everything from the inside. It's a classic attack method, and it is just devastatingly effective because it gets around all the usual security.
And once they're in, oh man, the damage can be absolutely catastrophic. They could deploy ransomware and hold your entire business hostage. They could steal every single sensitive email, every attachment you've ever sent or received. They could plant hidden backdoors so they can get back in anytime they want. And maybe worst of all, they could use your server to attack your customers and partners, completely destroying your reputation in the process.
And it's so important to get this. The fallout from something like this goes way beyond your email just being down for a few hours. I mean, that's an inconvenience, sure. But this is a potential business-ending event. We're talking about huge data breaches, losing all the trust your customers have in you, and even getting hit with massive regulatory fines because you didn't protect your data. Okay, that's the scary part. It's really serious. But here's the good news. There is a clear fix for this. So, let's switch gears and talk about your immediate action plan. What you need to do right now.
And let me be absolutely crystal clear about this. This is not a wait-and-see kind of thing. This isn't something you put on your to-do list for next week. The developer, Smarter Tools, they've already released the patch. So if your SmarterMail server is running build 9406 or anything older than that, you are vulnerable. Right now. Today.
So here are the 4 key steps that security experts are telling everyone to take. First and foremost, update the software. That is priority number 1, period. Second, if it's possible for you, lock down who can even connect to the server in the first place. Only trusted addresses. Third, go take a look at your server logs. See if there's anything weird, any unusual files or activity. And fourth, double check that your backups are up to date and, this is key, stored offline, just in case the worst has already happened.
Now I know what a lot of you are probably thinking. Hey, I don't manage this server myself. And that's a crucial point. If you use a hosting provider or you have an outside IT company that handles this stuff, then your homework is simple. Call them today. Ask them straight up if they know about CVE 2025-52691 and get them to confirm, in writing if you can, that they have patched your systems. Okay, so let's say you've patched the server.
You're safe from this particular threat. But we're not done yet, because the real takeaway here goes way beyond just this one patch. The big lesson here is really about shifting your mindset from being reactive to being proactive. Flaws like this pop up all the time, and they're a constant reminder that even the software we trust the most can have hidden weak spots. Waiting until you get hit by an attack to start taking security seriously, well, that's a huge gamble, and one you really can't afford to lose.
So look, this specific SmarterMail flaw, it's been patched. The fix is out there. But security is never, ever a one-and-done kind of deal. It's a process that never stops. So the most important question I can leave you with isn't, am I safe today? The real question is, what's my next blind spot? Because figuring that out, well, that's what will actually keep you secure in the long run.